Burundi's President Pierre Nkurunziza says he will not run for a fourth term, as deadly protests against his third-term bid continue in the capital. Mr. Nkurunziza called for an immediate end to the protests so that elections could be held peacefully in June. The Red Cross said 1 person was killed and 9 injured in the latest protests, raising the number of people killed since April 25 to 13. The unrest is the worst to hit Burundi since a civil war ended in 2005. Mr. Nkurunziza has rejected pressure from the US to step down. Shot in head. He was nominated by the ruling CNDD-FDD party on 25 April to run for office again. Mr. Nkurunziza has ruled Burundi since the end of the 12-year civil war which killed about 300,000 people. The AFP news agency reports that its journalists saw police open fire on demonstrators on Thursday in the capital Bujumbura's Kinama district, killing 1 with a bullet to the head and wounding 3 others. On Wednesday, an opposition presidential candidate, Otafax Ndebitori, was arrested on suspicion of fueling an insurrection. He was later released. "I am free but the police might ask me to come back to hear me. I am home, my wife is crying but they are tears of joy," Mr. Ndebitori is quoted by the Associated Press news agency as saying. Thousands flee. Mr. Nkurunziza is due to hand his nomination papers to the Electoral Commission. In a televised address on Wednesday night, Mr. Nkurunziza said that all those arrested would be released if the protests stopped. Foreign ministers from 4 East African states are currently in Burundi in an attempt to end the crisis. Burundi's constitutional court ruled on Monday that Mr. Nkurunziza can run for a third term. The ruling came after the court's vice president, Sylvain Mpagaretse, had fled Burundi, saying the court had been under pressure to endorse Mr. Nkurunziza's re-election bid. The president's spokesman Gervais Abayaho denied that judges had been threatened or pressured. Under the constitution, presidents can only be elected to 2 terms in office, but it was argued that his first term does not count as he was appointed by parliament. The UN Refugee Agency says that more than 20,000 people have left for neighboring countries because they fear violence could escalate in Burundi.